So the Super Mario Galaxy movie is finally here, and as a lifelong die-hard Nintendo fan, I wasn't sure if this was about to be a nostalgic home run of epic proportions or just a lifeless cameo fest in the worst way possible. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it is time to talk about this thing. Let's get into it. The Super Mario Galaxy movie is the latest film from Nintendo in Illumination, and Mario and Luigi now face a fresh threat in Bowser Jr., who is determined to liberate his father from their captivity and restore the Bowser family legacy. Alongside companions new and old, the Italian brothers travel across the stars to stop the young heir's crusade. Okay, so I'm literally a lifelong Nintendo fan. I have had every single one of their consoles dating all the way back to the Nintendo 64 days, but your boy just loves anything to do with Mario, even though the real ones know that Luigi is the true dark horse of the family. That's my guy right there. But there is just seriously an endless supply of creativity on display with some of these single-player Mario games. I mean, you look at ones like Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Odyssey, and of course, the one we're kind of talking about today, Super Mario Galaxy. I was obsessed with all of these games when I was a kid. I continue to be obsessed with them as an adult. Me and Chris Pratt are actually very similar in that regard.
Growing up, man, I spent hours of my life stomping Koopas.
Fast forward to 2023 when we got that last Mario movie, and I was obviously a little bit skeptical just because there are way more misses than hits when it comes to video game adaptations, but I wasn't overly concerned because I knew that Illumination was there handling the reins this time around. Lock me up and throw away the key if you need to, brother, but I'm actually a fan of the Minions. I know that's not a popular opinion anymore, but gotta speak my truth here. And I liked it. I didn't love it, but I thought that it effectively captured the energy of the franchise that I was looking for. But when it comes to this particular sequel, I didn't know what to expect here. I knew they were trying to go bigger, they were trying to make it better, they were going to include way more characters in here than last time, so this was either going to be a super successful continuation of what came before it, or just a total miscalculated fan service dumpster fire waiting to happen. And I feel about this film almost exactly how I feel about the previous one, that sure, it's lacking in the story and character development departments, but the entertainment factor, when it's really cooking, is so high that it's hard not to just get fully caught up in the fun and wonder going on in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. When it comes to the story they decided to go with this time around, obviously it's thinner than Paper Mario himself, right? But I mean, that's par for the course with the previous film, and honestly, a lot of the actual Mario games over the years as well, so that shouldn't be a massive surprise to anyone. But if you're someone that thought they were going to revamp that aspect of the film with this second go of it, you're fighting a losing battle. I mean, we've seen this guy chase after the princess for going on 40 years now. Why you'd expect to see anything else is beyond me. Say what you will about this dude, but at the end of the day, he is consistent. He stays in his lane. And that is exactly what goes down in the Super Mario Galaxy movie. Something happens surrounding Princess Peach. Mario instantly jumps into action to try and give her a chance to get home safely. He meets new friends along the way, rinse, recycle, repeat, and the world is better off because of it. And despite the scarcity there, it continues to have its heart in the right place. It's fun watching these characters interact with one another, and the world still feels lived in despite getting no assistance from the script in that regard. Now, do I hope in the future they find some way to make a Mario-related movie go a little bit deeper than surface level? I mean, yeah, sure, obviously, I will happily take that. But until then, this formula works. Is it a well-oiled machine? Not really, but it's able to get to the finish line without any engine problems. When it comes to the performances in this movie, this entire voice cast is pretty impressive front to back any way you look at it. Chris Pratt continues to do a good job as the voice of Mario and is actually proving me wrong ever since that fateful day we all thought we were being punked when he was first announced as the lead in this franchise.
What?
It's nothing Oscar-worthy or anything like that, but you can also tell he's not just getting in the booth and phoning it in. It seems like he's actually trying to go out there and earn his paycheck. And I mean, hey, I can respect that any day of the week and twice on Sundays, let me tell you. And then all of the returning cast members do what they're supposed to do as well. Charlie Day as Luigi is good, and I want a Luigi's Mansion movie already. But then you also have people like Anya Taylor-Joy as Peach, Jack Black as Bowser, Keegan-Michael Key as Toad. They're all solid in this second movie. And then you have all of the new coming cast members added to the mix. picks like Benny Safdie, Brie Larson, Donald Glover, and they do a good job embodying their characters. Well, I mean, as well as you can embody a character just saying Yoshi again and again, I guess. I don't really think there's a weak link in the bunch here, and as a longtime diehard Nintendo fan, it makes me happy to say that none of the voices really sounded out of place or just took me out of the immersion of the movie. And since Nintendo did drop a massive bombshell ahead of the movie's release that Fox McCloud is in this film and he's voiced by Glenn Powell, all I'm gonna say is that he's a real natural fit for the role and that he definitely proves that with his involvement in this movie. The last thing we gotta talk about regarding this movie is the visuals, because I've been saying that Illumination's best looking movie was the Super Mario Brothers movie, and now it's gotta be the Super Mario Galaxy movie, because they approached this one with a level of polish I didn't think was possible, and they really dug into their bag of tricks here, and it paid off. I mean, everything just really looks and feels like it was yanked out of the game and put right back onto the screen, from the enemies waddling around in the background to the upgrades on display over the course of the film. I mean, they even did a good job with the sound design here. I feel like there are so many creatures from this universe that make very unique noises and sound effects that you've probably heard thousands of times just from playing these games over the years repeatedly. All that's in here too. There's no stone left unturned. The visuals of this film shine when they do anything related to the cosmos or outer space. In that first movie, when they showed us that Rainbow Road Mario Kart sequence, that's where they cranked things up to 11 and really showed us what they were capable of. This time around, it's whenever our characters are traveling through the galaxy, it's just an absolute feast for the eyeballs. There are a couple of different areas where this movie falls short, but the visuals, they're up to snuff, baby. Overall, guys, the Super Mario Galaxy movie continues to bring the energy I'm expecting from this franchise and delivering it up effectively onto the big screen. I can admit that there's still not much of a story here, and there are less emotional notes than the previous film to make way for even more new characters and surprises. But as a longtime fan of everything to do with the Mario Brothers, I'd be lying if I said I didn't have a smile on my face just seeing the amount of care and detail put into all of the references, the visuals, and just the general vibes. The end product is a little messy, but it's still very easy to have fun with. The Super Mario Galaxy movie gets a Sully score of 3.5 stars. So that's my review of the latest Mario film. What's a spin-off from this franchise that you absolutely have to see hit the big screen? I gotta go with Luigi's Mansion. That's my guy right there. But let me know in the comments below what you think. Don't forget to like this video and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And I'll see you guys at the next one.